Well, do we have something in store for all of you tonight? Our part two. So, everyone in the chat, let us know if you're coming back from part one to join us here for our part two. Who was on with us last week and who here is this their first time, which is totally fine. We will catch you right up. Don't even worry about that. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Laura. And tonight, you're typically hearing from the ladies of the Women's Summit. And if we can, tonight we actually did get a guy on with us. So hopefully we have Daryl here with us. It seems like he's connecting, which is perfect. And you'll meet him in a second. But we are making this a series. So for everyone who was on with us last night, we're going to go right up until Labor Day. We'll take Labor Day off, and then we're all going to get together for our international convention, which is September 11th, 12th, and 13th. So we're coming to you live every Monday night, or you might be seeing this somewhere on Facebook. You might be seeing this on our YouTube channel or our new Talking Shop Facebook group. So look out for details on all of this. But let's meet who is here. I just want to start with me, Sarah Tegender, the lady that's been talking at you for a couple of minutes now. Who am I? I live just north of Boston. You typically can find me with my cell phone just inches from my face. I do also work for a division of this company called Nutrimetrics as the director of sales, but I love working in the online space because it allows me to work anywhere from my laptop or my phone, because I'm typically chasing after my 3 little kids that I think that you can hear in the background. It seriously takes a village to try to pull these off, right? As all of us are running from ball fields and dinner and whatever we're doing. I love working in healthcare. And you guys can probably agree that healthcare is a real popular topic right now. So it's been keeping me pretty busy in 2020, working in and out of practitioners' offices all around the country. Not too far from me is my friend Kristen. Kristen, can you just kind of tell us, like, how did you find your way here to talking about a shopping annuity platform?
Yes, thank you so much. Welcome everybody tonight. I did just run from a ball field, and I am juggling the busy life of motherhood as well as this business. I love how this business just fits in with a busy life of a mom running a household. And it kind of found me. I was in a social gathering and a woman started mentioning some supplements she was taking, and I had just had my second child, and I was so sick of taking those horse pills, you know, the prenatal thick pills. And she talked about a isotonics line that is powdered. You can actually drink it, kind of like a vitamin water. And I was so open to hearing more about that. And then when she started saying there was a business behind it, and the whole vision of turning all your spending as a mom, as a household, into earning and creating a residual asset just had me all ears. And I continued down the path to learn more. And almost 8 years later, I am so excited, eager to share this tonight with you all. And I love coaching and mentoring other people with this business.
Kristen, you're so good at it. And I agree with you. As a mom to just a little 7-month-old, I'm so happy I didn't have to take horse pills. So
yes.
A new face and a new gender to our Women's Summit. Daryl Dillon, right out of Rhode Island. Daryl, tell us a little bit about how you came to find yourself associated with an unfranchised.
I actually heard from the guys that own the gym I used to go to. They just approached me one day. They said, hey, you know, you're on the road quite a bit. We're expanding this into other gyms, and it might be something that makes sense to you. And it's kind of funny because they brought me into the business, didn't last long in it themselves. I've been in it since 2006, and since then have gone on to introduce it into a lot of gyms. So they were absolutely right.
That's a really funny. Look at you too. I mean, an ultra beast competitor. I've never even heard of that, and that makes me nervous just listening to that. It sounds like
that's a 30-miler.
Oh my gosh. Wow, Daryl. Well, you're overqualified, or we're underqualified to be here in your presence. So
very good to keep me in the game, right? So
that's incredible. And you know, a traditional business owner as well. Let's swing over to Oswego, New York with my friend Laura. Laura Bateman, tell us a little bit about how you found yourself, being a product broker.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. Excited to be here. I was introduced to the business concept from a very close friend and colleague. And at the time, I wasn't sure if I could add anything else into my very packed agenda. I was working so many part-time jobs, a full-time math teacher, tutoring on the side, teaching summer school, but I also was leading the varsity lacrosse program here in our district. And with all of the extra work that entails, it consumes a lot of time. I decided that I really needed to make a change, that I wanted to try something new, and I was able to replace so many of my part-time jobs. But I mentioned on last week's summit, if you were with us, that my summers have looked very different for the past couple of years. And this summer, you can find me on the pontoon boat. You can find me fishing and having fun with friends and enjoying some time at the beach because of what this business has given me, and that's my time back. So I'm still a full-time educator and love it very much, but I'm very passionate about the work that we do here with Shop.com.
Thank you, Laura. And time is so precious. It's the only commodity you can never get back. So it is great to be watching your newsfeed and showing you spending that time with family and doing things that you love. Another teacher here, education specialist, Shelly Goodrow. Shelly, let us know a little bit about your story and how you made your way here.
Yeah, thanks, Kristen. Welcome, everyone. So happy to be back on and having it all with us tonight. So me too, I'm a teacher, elementary school for me. I'm a mom of 3 kids. I found the company at a pool club. Mom's talking by the pool about these amazing products. And my pharmacist friend was one who had his whole family on them. So that started my journey, just getting on those isotonics that I truly highly recommend to everyone. And through that journey, the more I learned, and I learned that I could invest and own a piece of this. And at that time, I was at a crossroads with retirement. As a teacher, I started, and when I started, it was 30 years. I would have been able to retire in my 50s, and I could do what I wanted from there, get another job or do whatever, but things changed. And for me, that looked like working a lot longer for a lot less. So I knew that I needed something different. The more I learned and read about leverage, teaching didn't give me leverage. And what I loved about this, and the more that I learned, is, 3 kids, 7 sports schedules usually, but this is all based upon what we do anyway. While I'm carting my kids around, I'm shopping. So coming home and having a delivery at my door saves me time. And it actually saves me money because it doesn't have me back and forth in the aisles. So it just made sense for my family. It's been a gift. Same with Laura for me. Instead of working summer school and getting odds and ends or even tutoring, this is paying me passively, and it's paying me passively while I'm enjoying my time with my kids. And like you said, Sarah, there's nothing better than that.
I totally get a visual, Shelly, carting everyone around and placing a quick order. I do the same thing. I was looking at shoes as I was putting the shoes on my son, Brody, and they weren't fitting on his feet. And I'm already online finding, the next pair for him. I know multitasking mama, Robin Miletus is, here with us. So Robin, tell us a little bit about how you came upon the Unfranchise.
All right. Hi, Sarah. Hi, everybody. I had just recently retired from the federal government, and I knew that I wanted to do something very creative, but I didn't want to go to a 9-to-5 job. I wanted to be able to do something out of my house. So I thought maybe blogging would be a great outlet because I love to write. And if I can get affiliates on board and then get paid a little bit, that would be great. And I needed to learn a little bit about Facebook. I hadn't been on it. So I was trying to figure out how to run a business on Facebook, and a friend put me in touch with another friend, and she basically said, I have a business, I get paid on my spending, I'm building equity in my spending. And I said, well, I want to know more about that. And then we chatted about it. I met with her, I went over the business plan, went through it with my husband, and it just made a lot of sense to me because I knew I shopped a lot. And what I liked about it is I could still be creative. I didn't have to leave the home, and I could earn an exponential income from it. So it was up to me how much that income would be. And it was important. And the more that I spoke to people, not who were building a shopping annuity, but just people in general, especially women, we're always talking about our kids and the expenses that just continue to increase and their college expenses. But everybody was always saying, you know, they never had that free time. Everything was always stressed, getting dinner on, getting the kids to where they had to go, helping with homework. There was just a lot going on. And everybody seems to want something else without having to go and get another job. And this is just such a perfect outlet, especially for women. Those are the women I'm talking to, you know, so it's just a perfect outlet where the women are the spenders normally in the family. And if you can have an opportunity to build equity in that spending and get a significant return back while leveraging other households that could be smaller or bigger than yours, it's something you really have to take a look at, because it could take a lot of stress out of your lives.
So true. And that's all that we hope tonight. Not that you make any kind of decisions with anything, but just decide to get your questions answered. Decide to take a little closer look. Decide to meet with someone and figure out what your next action step needs to be. So, you know, last week we asked you, which you prefer? And so, you know, put in the chat, because I think that you're here with us today because of the 2 to 3 year plan. A plan for your success, where we said, what if we could show you a way where you could invest something part-time, 8 to 15 hours a week, that would pay you anywhere from $300 to $3,600 weekly and create a residual income. So we asked you if you wanted to see how the 2 to 3 year plan worked. And we said, if you do, come and join us on Monday, August 3rd at 8 p.m. So here we are. And this is going to be a round robin. Everyone here on this panel is going to take a turn, take a slide as we go through to show you, and then I'll wrap it back up and let you know the next steps. So our first speaker is Shelly Gaudreau.
And here I am. I just had to get myself off mute. So first and foremost, our disclaimer. Every company has one. Any piece of paper you read has one. In our business, the income levels here are for illustration. There are examples. And whatever you put in is what you get out. If you use your site to shop, then you'll earn back from your shopping. If you aren't using your products, well, then you're not going to earn back on your points. So again, the success of any Market America unfranchised owner will depend on the amount of work, it says, talent, dedication that he devotes to their business. Talent doesn't take so much. It's all about helping others. But that's about it. Whatever you put in, you get out. The more you shop on your site, the more you'll earn.
There are 5 steps to building your own franchise business, and folks are going to be going through these. You're going to get a little bit more detail about each one, but step 1 is to apply to the company. Step 2 is to create. Step 3 is to qualify. Step 4 is to activate. And step 5 is to teach, manage, and support others. And step 1 and step 3 are one-time events. Step 2, 4, and 5 are going to be ongoing, and you're going to learn about that in just a moment.
So step 1, the application process. So we are really looking for qualified candidates that would like to own an unfranchised business. And there's 2 different ways. The first is a sales rep you can apply to become, where you can sell products and earn the retail profit. And we're not going to talk much about that tonight, because that is really like getting another job. And we're here to talk about earning that residual income and having that leverage so we can have that time with our families. So that's applying to become an unfranchised owner. And with that, there's a $129.95 one-time subscription fee. And with that, you can see on the right-hand side everything that you're able to participate in, which is also the retail profits. We have an amazing global meeting, training, and seminar system, so you can be trained anywhere from your cell phone. This business can be done in your hand and from your pocket. You'll get a shop.com personal site, which is like a mini Amazon site with all those SKUs. There's also additional websites to carve out what kind of focus you want to have in your business. We also have access to all the management reports that you would use to run your business. And most importantly, which we're going to talk about in a few more slides, is that you get to participate in the management compensation plan. And that's where you earn the $300 to $3,600 in weekly commission checks by transferring your spending into your earning, into your unfranchise.
All right, so the unfranchised owner subscription. So what that is basically, it's a digital franchise. And what you get is everything done for you, essentially. And that's what another thing that I love about this is that we invest in this franchise, the shopping site, and everything is outsourced for us. So you're gonna get a getting started guide. Everything is laid out. You have a business in a box, essentially. You get your getting started guide, an unfranchised manual. That's your business manual telling you everything you need to possibly know. You get a UFO magazine, that means Unfranchised Owner Magazine, and that is really neat too. That comes quarterly, and you get to see all the new product launches, what's going on with the company, different unfranchised owners, how they're being very creative and how they are linking arms with other households and how they're increasing revenue with different ways of shopping. There's so much involved in that little magazine. I look forward to that. The training and seminar system, this is where you have a duplicated training system all over the world. So you can have a friend in London, you can have a friend in Australia and send them to a training, or in Texas. So it's a uniform training system. Audio training series. I literally learned my business in my car, taking my kids back and forth to gymnastics and waiting for them at different things. So you have, if you can't be home to learn and you're on the road, just listen in the car. You get unfranchised.com management reports. This is how you run your business. That's called a back office. And this is a multi-million-dollar site. And you can have, it gives you access to every piece of volume, every amount of volume that you're generating through your shopping, through anybody else's shopping. You can look at it. You can see where you're at. You can assign it to other people. You can offer coupon codes if you have customers who love products and you want to help them out with some things. It's managing your business all in that one .com. You have a shop.com. That is your main, that's like the mother site. That's where you have everything in one. And again, that's another multi-million-dollar e-commerce site that is done for us. And what is really cool about this is you can have a global site, and the shop.com incorporates everything. So when you're thinking of all the partner stores, and I think we went through that last time, there's so many partner stores that are affiliated, they're all on that shop.com, and that's the site that they are all trying to partner with so they can pay us on that return. The globalshop.com, same thing, but now this is, we can work with people overseas, we can work with people in Australia, like I said, London, Taiwan, they're all over the world. And then the marketamerica.com, that is a fantastic site. So if you have any questions, you want to really see more about the company, check that site out, because that's another site that they offer us that we can help people learn more about the company and how that they can actually build a residual income from the spending. And you get additional websites. So we have mini websites. If I want to just focus on one type of business, I can just create my own mini site and send people there. This is all online. Online is where it is and where the future of shopping is going, especially now. Think about it, how much more comfortable people are with online shopping than perhaps they were maybe 6 months ago. You know, we're depending on it. And the most important part here is the coaching and mentoring by experienced unfranchised owners. And this is where you don't work alone, you work together, and there's no competition, because you'll see in the compensation package or the opportunity that the competition is taken away. So like us here, we're helping each other out, and it's because we're all going to benefit. Everybody benefits when we help one another out, and it's just a great opportunity for a subscription, and for the amount that you pay and what you get back on it. It's pretty much a win-win.
Step 2 is to create volume. So if you want to think about a traditional business, for example, my mom owns a quilt shop here downtown. The volume that she creates is the amount of fabric that she sells out of her shop. Or a Dunkin' Donuts, their volume is the amount of coffees that they sell out of their window, right? Our business is no different. We create BV, and that is business volume, which is the points that are assigned to our exclusive products. And that's what calculates our commissions. It's about 80% to the dollar, just to give you some reference. But take a look at these categories that we have access to. These are our exclusive brands, so you can only get them from an unfranchised owner. Our health and nutrition line with isotonics. It's a powder supplement that you mix with water, and that increases the bioavailability so that you're getting the maximum amount of the nutrients that you're taking. Our top selling OPC3 is a very powerful antioxidant. I highly recommend you talking to the person that invited you here about OPC3 and what it could do for you. We have an amazing weight management system that teaches you about whole food nutrition. We have personal care line with shampoos, conditioners, gels, and lotions, things that you're using on a regular basis. We have an amazing age management system and an anti-aging line. We have baby and children's care to take care of all the little ones that you love. And we just recently launched a new jewelry line, which is absolutely gorgeous.
And there's more. So we also have Motives, a makeup line that has everything you need and anything you could think about for all things beauty, along with our skincare line. We have several skincare lines. Luminaire, which is amazing, Skintelligence for sensitive skin. We have Timeless for aging skin. We even have it for the men. We have a whole division in internet services and websites design and to help small businesses and larger businesses as well. And then we have a whole home and garden. Our Snap, Safe for Nature Animals People, our own shopping annuity brand, our pet health, and AutoWorks as well. We also have entertainment and financial services as well that helps you reduce debt. One of my favorites though is the Coming Soon. Coming Soon is amazing because as the markets trends change, we are constantly changing as well. For example, not listed here, but part of our divisions is CBD lines. We also have multiple antibacterials, wipes, razors, toothpaste, laundry detergents, deodorant, everything you can think of. When there's a need, our company finds the best manufacturers and brings it to us as investors and consumers in the company. There's nothing else like it. Everything you need, this website has.
Internet business volume, IBV, is similar to business volume, except these are products that are not exclusive to Market America. These are products in the stores where you're already shopping and your friends are already shopping. Expedia, Walmart, Travelocity, Orbitz, Wayfair, Kohl's. These are places where you're currently spending your money. And Market America has made it possible for us to earn commission checks on the spending that we're already doing and that your friends are already doing. And a kind of cool way to think about this is that, people are selling products online, obviously, and people are buying products online. And this is just an opportunity for us to kind of get in between that and earn commission on all that selling and spending online.
So ways to create BV and IBV. Well, you can get very creative here. And luckily we have a robust training system that will teach you this. So I'm not going to go into all of this in depth. We have specialized training for each one of these methods. But the first way is to start personal use. So if somebody invited you on tonight, trying some of the products or trying one of the products, and through your shopping, like Daryl just mentioned, all of the partner stores that we have, that will create IBV. My favorite way as a mom and being out and about and seeing people is trial size marketing. So we have these small sample packets, which I have one here, and I just always have them in my purse or pocketbook, and I can share them, and that's a day's worth of something so people can try and see the effects of it and see what the flavor is. As well as one-to-one marketing. So listening, seeing what people are saying, what somebody might be complaining about, or what they're looking for a solution for. I was just left the ball field and was listening to somebody looking for a product, and I've already located it through our site and she's not been able to find it. So listening one-to-one. So really there's so many different ways. Like I said, when you join the company, you'll be trained on all these different potential ways.
All right, so step 3 is you're going to qualify your business. And that's where those accounts are going to be opened up that you have that are going to see the accounts. Sarah, are they all filled up? Can you go through the whole thing? Yeah, there we go. And the rest, is that it? Okay. So this here, you see the blue and the green, those are technically your accounts. They could think of them as bank accounts. So every time that you spend $1 on your site, when you're shopping from yourself, those accounts are going to build up because there is a digital currency attached to every product that you buy. And that digital currency is a profit margin. So if I go and buy my shampoo, I can buy shampoo through one brand here. That's going to give me probably an 80% margin, 80% on those points. Or I can go to Sephora, wherever, Macy's or CVS, and I might get a 2% on that shampoo. So what I tell people is just go for that volume, go for that margin, because that's where the income comes in, and that's where we're leveraging it and sharing 100% of that. And there's so many selections. It's not like, oh, here's one shampoo you have to buy, but I'm just saying there's many shampoos with different point values. So you always want to grab the highest one, especially if you are in business for shopping, if shopping is your business. To qualify, you start with 200 BV, that's that business volume, those are those points, which opens both of those banks. And once your development center has been qualified, it will begin to accumulate BV and IBV. There's different ways that you can do this. You can go with the person who invited you, go over a shopping list and check off the things that you normally buy. And once you start buying them from your own site, you're going to be qualifying. Or you can go with a Fast Start program. That's what I did. And when I first heard, all right, what's the cost? I'm thinking this is going to be like this crazy, few $1,000s. And I think it was at one time. It's $429.95 to open your business and start your business. And you're going to be able to pick from any of the different categories of your interest. So if you want just the top selling products, you want to try them yourself, you're going to get the first box there. If you are in the beauty business, or if you're in a spa, or you just want to be, you might want to look at the Motives Cosmetics by Lauren Reidinger. That is custom blended cosmetics, and you can just start your own boutique business right away. Or you can implement it into your salon. If you want to, this is the TLS weight loss solution, is what I started with, actually, because I said, if I can start a business and then lose 15 pounds, that was my goal, within 30 days, I am going to be like the poster girl. And I did. So it was worth its weight in gold right there. So that's a great opportunity. If a lot of medical practices have that, the TLS line into their practice, they incorporate that into their, for their patients, who they help them lose weight healthy in a very a science-backed way. It's incredible. And then web solutions. If you are a web designer, if you are into that niche already, that would be a great one for you to start with. Or if you are interested in selling or referring website designers for your small businesses or medium businesses or friends, it's a great entry. So it's $429 plus tax, and you get free shipping, and it includes the $129 subscription fee. So basically, really, the business is $129 to start, and then you just qualify with those banks just once you start shopping, and you're going to get to that 200 very, very fast. So that's how you qualify.
Some people may have come to mind as you've been watching this unfold. Who have you thought of? Make a mental note, jot those names down. This leads us to step 4, which is to activate. This is where we personally sponsor and place one qualified unfranchised owner in our left and our right organizations, and we're eligible to earn commission checks. In this case, we have Mark on our left and Kate on our right, and we're just virtually connecting households and leveraging that collective buying power, teaching everyone to do the same thing.
Step 5 is teaching, managing, and supporting others. So this is where, once we identify one partner on the right and one partner on the left, for example, Mark and Kate, now we're just helping them do the same exact things that you've done. We're going to help them apply. We're going to, 2, show them how they can create BV by switching their own households' products or businesses' products. Number 3 is qualifying. As you're using your products, you finish qualifying your business center with 200 BV, or you can fast track it with the Fast Start program and bypass that. And then going to step 4, where you're activating and helping your Mark and Kate, or your 2 friends, family members, or new partners, helping them find 2 people to continue to help us expand. And then from there, you're just teaching, managing, and supporting others as well. It's a constant duplicatable process.
So as you build your business over time, people are going to lead to more people. and more people. It's a fabulous thing. It's another form of leverage. You don't have to know everybody in the world, because Mark and Kate, they're going to bring in people that you don't know. And I have to apologize. I got kicked out of my iPad right before this, so I'm actually doing this now on my cell phone, so I can't see any of the names on there. But you know, people are going to lead to more people. The person that brought you into the business may also lead to additional people in your organization and people above them. It's a really incredible, powerful thing. So, for example, you might, now you see that the gray denotes people that you've brought into the business. So you brought in Mark. Over time, you might bring in whoever the heck that is at the bottom there. I can't see the name. And in this case, they've come in with a fast start kit. So that fast start kit is going to be 300 business volume, and it's going to pay that person. Well, it's going to pay the person above them, the person above them. It's going to pay Mark and you, and on up. So it's really very powerful. If you find somebody else, you might put them on your other side under Kate to help support Kate and that team. And again, in this case, they're coming in with a fast start, and that might that will go up and pay throughout that organization as well. Well, you see a Mark, and the same thing would happen if you bring in somebody else and put them on the other side of the organization. And again, sorry folks, I'm seeing this through my little tiny, I'm the boomer on this group, so I'm kind of new to all this technology, and I'm doing this through my through my little tiny cell phone. But it would be the same thing. If you bring in somebody else, you would put them maybe into that different organization, bring them in with a fast start kit, and that's going to pay everybody right up through the organization.
That's great, Daryl. Yes, it's hard for me to see even on a big screen, because what happens is people lead to people, and it keeps going all the way down. And what happens is people lead to people, and that leads to BV, and BV leads to commission checks and the money. I think all you guys are here to learn about how you earn money off this business. Well, I'm going to show you. So I think Laura mentioned earlier about the different BV points. An example of one of our products, I have anti-aging packets here, which I showed you for a trial packet. This is about a 50 BV, and this is a 30-day supply. So when you sell a box of this, that equals 50 BV, I'm sorry. And what happens is this BV is going to accumulate in your bank. And on every Friday night, commission is tracked all the way down to infinity. There's no breakaways or levels, and 100% comes up from the bottom. And once you have 1,200 on your left and 1,200 on your right, a commission check of $300 will be directly deposited into your account. And it's going to continue to accumulate over time till you get the next threshold of 2,400 to 2,400. That will be another additional $300. And you can see the trend here. As more people lead to more people, this is going to happen quicker. So when you get to 3,600 and 3,600 BV points, you're going to receive another $300 commission check. And the last threshold is 5,000, 5,000, and that's where it gets capped. And at that point, you actually receive a $600 commission check. And that's what we call going through the pay cycle. And this is for BV products. We also have it on the other side for IBV, which are those partner stores, Home Depot, Staples, Bed Bath & Beyond, Walmart. So people are shopping, people are leading to people, and more people are shopping. So it's not a matter of if you're going to get paid. It's just a matter of when you're going to get paid, because we're all funding our households. We're all spending. I'm not going to stop buying toothpaste and coffee, all these things. As long as you're connected and you're continuing to grow, this will continue to come in faster for you. So this total weekly potential is $3,600. $3,000, I'm sorry, per BDC. And we'll talk about how you can get that extra 600 bonus next.
You want to go back to the last one, Sarah, as it expands? Okay. So as your organization expands, that's when everybody is adding new people and linking households. So just to make this clearer, see how you have Mark and Kate, that's two, say, banks, okay, if you will, where volume is collected on both of those sides. Now, when I said every product that you buy has volume, like a digital currency attached to it. So that's points. Think of your credit card points. You're going to go buy, you're going to go buy something and you get 4 points for it or whatever. Very similar, but this is the points you're talking like 50 to 80 to 90% on that dollar. So when you see the 1,200 over on one side and 1,200 on the other, that's when both sides are shopping through their sites, and those points are accumulating. When it reaches 1,200, that's when you're going to get that $300 check cut from you. And then some weeks, some people have 3,600 on each side every week because they're just building so fast. So sometimes, like, you might think, gosh, I don't really know many people. You know, I'm getting ready to retire. I don't know. And you only have to know maybe 2 people who shop online that would like to get paid for it, because guess what? You might know Kate, who shops all the time. Kate may know 40 different people who want to shop online and get paid for it from her own site too and build equity. So guess what? You're going to benefit 100% from that when maybe you just brought in and registered 2 shop franchises. So, you know, don't look at all of these names and say, oh my gosh, I don't know that many people. Mark and Kate might be your hot tickets. And then, so every time you hit those thresholds, the 2,400, then you hop to 3,600, another 300, and then you're going to hop to 5,000 points. And that's where the company gives you $600. You get a bonus on that one. And I want you to pay close attention to the bottom here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but total weekly potential is $3,000 per business center. So when you're looking at, that is how the leverage is made. So it would take me personally quite a while to earn that many points based on my own shopping. But when I have Daryl, who's on my team, and he's placed several people after me that I don't even know, I'm benefiting 100% from them. And then I'm placing people under there. You see how it just, you stack, you just keep stacking and stacking, and everybody benefits. So you want shop.com to pay you. And the more people, the less you do, you know, and it's, so that's where the leverage factor is. And the income levels are incredibly high. The potential is very high. Just follow the system and shop from your own site.
We even get rewarded more for helping our partners. And as an educator, hearing about a management bonus was super exciting to me. You know, teachers, they get really cute, sweet gifts, a cute little sign, you know, you could put on your wall, or a cute coffee mug or a gift card, and it's all so appreciated. But to hear about a $600 management bonus just for helping other families implement this same system is a no-brainer to me. Here's how it works. Each time you place each time someone on your left and someone on your right hits 5,000 and 5,000, on the same week that you hit 5,000 and 5,000, you earn a $600 management bonus. And that's just for helping other people with their success. This creates a forced synergy of people working together.
So you might be thinking, can this work for me? And we really are trying to find the right kind of people. If you guys can just put in the chat, if you are an unfranchised owner or you've been on this for a couple different weeks, just what is the vibe that you get from us? What is the vibe of these business owners who have showed up on this call? One thing I can say is if you don't try anything, everything will stay the same. So some next steps, because you might also be like Daryl watching this on a little iPhone. Maybe you had a crying baby like I did in the background, or you're multitasking and you're at home. And so you might have missed something. Schedule a follow-up, get your questions answered. Even if you're already an unfranchised owner, get with someone and say, how can I make this work even faster? What is the system that I might be missing? If you're brand new to this whole platform, you have to try some products. You know, Laura talked a little bit about volume that's created from other companies. You wouldn't buy a Dunkin' Donuts and not try their coffee and donuts. So, you know, Kristen held up a couple different products tonight. Robin talked about some products. Shelly talked about her favorite products. Try a product, register as a customer, earn some cash back. Every Thursday night, there's a corporate UBP, an unfranchised business presentation that you can plug into. And we're going to be coming to you for the next few Mondays up until right before Labor Day. We're not doing anything Labor Day. And then we're having a corporate training as a whole entire international organization, September 11th, 12th, and 13th. So you can come and join us then. Or talk to someone about what a trial run might mean. So we're going to be back with you guys next Monday, talking to you a little bit more about our stories, about some products, about how we're building this. And I'm really happy that you joined us. And thank you all for hanging out with us tonight with the ladies. the women of the Women's Summit, and Daryl Dillon. We appreciate you. Good night.
Good night.
Hey, good night.
Good night, everyone.